Just gonna start off with this 808s and Drape. This my guys. Y'all can shout yourselves out in y'all brand.
It's your boy Silo, man. Got a YouTube channel, Concrete. Keep everything 1K, man. Boy, and he share my videos time to time on Facebook, man. So just highlight me through that.
For sure. Phil.
It's Beast Gordy, 808, Drapes, what's up? Beast Gordy everywhere, Raw House LLC, White Label, Clothing, Raw Vision, and on Facebook, Beast Gordy, Instagram, Beast Gordy.
For sure. That's dope. So we're gonna get right into it with the Last Dance. Like that shit been like that's all everybody been watching. We were all watching it together. But you get on the internet and it seemed like somebody watching some completely different. Like, what the hell is you watching? Like, people getting shit to hate on Bron or hate on Jordan. So, what's y'all favorite part?
That's all they looking for, man. I tell you, man, it's all everybody looking for the GOAT talk, man. That's it, man. It's a perfect opportunity for Jordan fans to point something out, or for LeBron fans to point something out. Which you're right. I've been seeing all over social media, bro. Like I've been seeing some ridiculous stuff, like stuff that's not even relevant. Like, bro,
right on everything. I made a post the other day, and I was just saying, like, man, people don't even realize that he wasn't even supposed to beat Cleveland before he beat Detroit. And then it was cool to see how, like, the documentary it showed 1988. He beat Ron Harper and the Cavs and lost to the Pistons and David Robinson. But in 1998, they was his same teammates that helped him. So I was like, compared it to LeBron a little bit. Boy, I tell you, I checked the comments an hour later. They was like, what are you talking about? It's 10 whole years later. Quit trying to put LeBron in the same category as Mike. I'm like, bruh, I just thought the documentary was dope. Yeah.
I'm just pointing it out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, now, you know, in Detroit, we seeing a whole different documentary.
Oh, yeah.
We seeing Bad Boys.
Yeah. Like, why they hating on y'all like that, huh?
I'm glad people are focused on the fact that the Boston Celtics did the exact same thing to Detroit. And the fact that it was not really talked about, not even mentioned, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't even know that Boston walked off and the only person to stay on was because Isaiah went and grabbed Kevin McHale, you know what I'm saying? But everybody else was off the court and gone while Adrian Danley was doing free throws. And it's kind of like I can tell it's from retrospect of the past because Stephen A. Smith said Michael Jordan still has respect for Isaiah, but it's still a bitter taste in
that boy,
a lot of people.
I don't know, bro. He kind of, I don't know. He kind of like, if you see the video, that boy Bird and them, they walked off like, man, that boy Zeke walked by Mike and put his head down. That would make it kind of weak. Like, he was kind of like a bitch with it, honestly.
You got to go deeper into that, though. A lot of people are not really going deeper into the situation. You got to realize, going into Chicago, playing against the Bulls, that's his hometown.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck this nigga.
And everybody's booing the hometown kid for this guy who comes in from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It hit Isaiah probably more than any other member of the Pistons because that's his hometown. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Dwayne Wade was to go to Chicago and get booed.
Yeah. Because
of Derrick Rose or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't really hit you like that unless it's your hometown. You know what I'm saying? So back then, he went to Chicago for the All-Star game, and it was Michael Jordan's show.
But nigga, I heard. What you think, Solid?
I mean, it's hard. It's hard for fans not to be when you play for Pistons going against Chicago, man. So
yeah.
And Isaiah Thomas, he's only 6'1", so. That boy, he was always playing with a chip on his shoulder.
Hey, man, they hate us in Chicago. I remember going to Six Flags in Illinois, and we went, and you know how like I have like a amusement park curse because every time I go to an amusement park it rains. So like 2 hours in it rained, but they allowed us to go to the car and then come back and re-enter. We go to the car, tissue is all on the car.
Oh, just the hate.
You know what I'm saying? So we look at it. My pops look in the back. My brother had a Pistons hat that was on the outside of the window in the back.
Yeah,
so he was like, that had to be what it was. They saw the Pistons hat. They saw the Detroit license plate.
It made me think. Of.
Yeah, he asked for it.
Yeah, you made me think of when Isaiah told Mike, "You might wear Chicago, but I'm about to show you how a Chicago player play." Like them boys hated each other, so it kind of is what it is to me. Like, yeah, I'm not shaking your hand. That's what we do. And then I kind of feel Mike like I did shake your hand. I was the bigger man, so I can't. So it kind of is what it is. And then everybody bringing up him getting left off the Dream Team, how that shit whack because that's probably why he got left off. But I read an article. They said they was looking at Dominique Wilkins and Reggie Miller anyway. So I started looking at it like that, like, But we was talking about it earlier where Christian Laettner shouldn't have been on the squad, period. So that shit wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why Isaiah's still holding the beef, man. Everybody, I mean, everybody that watches basketball know who Isaiah Thomas is.
Yeah, we know.
Ain't like he got left out or anything. Like, we still.
But yeah, that's the only thing that's missing in the stat line is the gold medal.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's missing. You know what I mean? But if you look at the stat line, you'll see, like, he is close without all the accolades and the records with Wilt Chamberlain with 2 rings. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
so
he don't got no MVP.
One of the greats. Some people don't, but they never have Isaiah's top 10 at all.
Because he ain't.
I've never seen nobody who had Isaiah's top 10.
Because he ain't, bro. Zeke, that boy Zeke don't got no MVPs.
Yeah, I mean, one reason he was playing with the bad Pistons, so them boys just suited up.
Yeah. That was a good reason. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't vote for him either. See?
And then, I don't know if you guys ever seen Hoop Dreams? The documentary they did in Chicago?
Oh, yeah.
Hoop Dream.
Oh, yeah.
They were actually documenting around that time, and it seemed like that they were both influenced by Isaiah Thomas more than Michael Jordan because he came from there. You know what I'm saying? So it was a large fan base of people who were Isaiah Thomas fans in Chicago, and they even had the rumor of him being freezed out in the All-Star game and them not passing Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So with that being in the back of Mike's mind, along with the different times of being eliminated in the playoffs, I mean, it's going to play a big part. And then Scottie Pippen hates Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think Isaiah care. You know what I mean? They said, I think he was in an interview and they said, Magic can say no, Bird can say no, even Michael can say no, but Scottie Pippen, come on.
Right. That was a dope part of the interview too, though, where they was focusing on Rodman. And y'all did Rodman dirty, or I guess it was the modern day times. That boy needed mental help. That boy was about to kill himself, and y'all traded him. That boy went up there with a shotty about to off himself, and y'all traded that boy the next day.
It wasn't the next day. It was like 2 days. It was 2 days past.
Yeah,
it wasn't the very next day.
Shit,
that's cold blooded, bro.
Days, like it's like a year passed by. So,
yeah, like man, get this man some help.
Y'all do know during like school shootings back then, they didn't even have like grief counselors. They just went to third period.
Yeah,
it was pretty savage back then.
On everything, I'm trying to, man. Yeah, that shit was wild though. It's like.
I actually like the Rodman documentary, the 30 for 30 that Rodman did, and it's more detailed. And it shows that a lot of people didn't watch that who had comments to say about this because that was way more detailed. I think I put up a status the day before they aired, and I said, y'all about to be real uncomfortable with Dennis Rodman's dance episode. But it wasn't as bad as his 30 for 30.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, it was dope. The only thing I didn't know was that Jordan went and got his ass from Vegas. That shit was funny.
They were chasing him in Vegas like Hangover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit funny. But Rodman was the truth. They showed a meme of him the other day. He had Carmen Electra, motherfucker had Vivica Fox.
Oh yeah, I seen it. Who was that? Was that you that Was that you that posted that?
I think I shared it, man. That boy was cold. Like, I don't know what that was about, weird ass. But
it'd be the weird ones, man. That
he just go out.
Chicks go for so.
Yeah, got him some dubs. Like, weird ass nigga. You know he was saying some crazy ass shit.
Was trying to get him pregnant.
He was weird with confidence, so that.
Yeah. You need somebody like that. That's like nowadays we got like Draymond, but that boy Rodman was a different level with it though, man. He got 0 points and 20 rebounds like 3 times or some shit.
Well, they actually broke down the stats in the first playoff series with the Bulls, and they said finals Rodman was a close candidate to be MVP. And they kind of said it was so close that they actually just gave it to Jordan because he was more clean cut.
Yeah, you couldn't have that. You couldn't have the nation.
His efficiency in that series was so important because they played their worst statistical series in their entire dynasty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Between not only Jordan, but if you look at Jordan's stats, like I think his highest 3 where he had 41 points per game, and then everything else is 30s. That was 27 points per game against Seattle.
You know why they was playing GP, Gary Payton.
Yeah, GP and Sean Kemp. You know what I'm saying? He was giving Sean Kemp hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he got Sean Kemp ejected one game. You know what I'm saying? But also with the rebounds, like he was giving them the business basically, and they said his efficiency was so off the charts that in Game 3 they were up 2-1, and George Karl said it was a toss-up between Jordan and Rodman for MVP.
Yeah, that shit. But we ain't giving that shit to Dennis Rodman, just like we shouldn't have gave it to Iggy. Yeah, we not doing that. Yeah. But,
so you think the year Kawhi won it, he should have got it?
Hold on. What you about to say, Sally?
Nah, I was going back what he was saying. Like, yeah, you gotta give it to the more clean cut guy.
Yeah,
I mean, that still goes on the damn sports. So,
so
the year Kawhi got it in San Antonio, he got it.
Yeah, because I seen the numbers. He only averaged like 19 or 21 or something like that. But on key possessions, they showed he held LeBron to like 7 for 23 when it was like in clutch moments. So it was like when he was doing what he was doing, not really how much. Nigga had like he was killing LeBron in the fourth quarter basically. So I think he got that. But yo booty ass Lions is still booty, and down here we got Tom Brady and Gronk.
Hell yeah. Well,
my nigga, I'm gonna let him. What you think, bro? Solly, what you think about this? Tampa, are they gonna be weak? Are we the Tampa Bay Patriots, or are we just gonna be the Bucks still?
Nah, we the Tampa Bay Patriots. Well, I'm always have faith in my Bucks, man. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we already got a lot of weapons on offense. I mean, discounting Gronk. I mean, we still got. I mean, if we keep what's your boy, man? Damn, I forgot the tight end, man, for Alabama. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
O.J. Howard. If we keep O.J. Howard, but they might try to get rid of him, but we still got Cameron Brake behind him. So, I mean, the offense already suited up. And it seemed like in the draft, they picked up an offensive tackle for Iowa, up there in Midwest. Y'all got all big boys.
Hell yeah.
So
that's all we do.
That was a good pickup.
I just caught footage of the draft, man. I hate 2020, dude. That draft shit looked like
that shit was live, bro.
Like, man, that shit was awkward as hell, man.
Yeah, the format was different. I like the format, but I don't like the fact. Like, I'm sure everybody knew, man. Every time somebody got drafted, his mom was a drug addict.
Oh yeah.
And his brother got killed. He overcame. Like, dang, everybody got a sad story. Like,
yeah, I'm like, why the fuck do they do that? I seen the lamest excuse online. Somebody gonna say they do that for they can get fans. When you see it, you might sympathize with them and start to like why you might like that player because you feel like they're human. And I'm like, get the hell out of here, bro.
About that. Like you just got drafted by the NFL. I don't want to care that you got dumped on prom day.
Yeah.
And your mama ain't had the money. You know.
We know what it is.
Like that.
We know what it is.
How do you play? Period. Like
I'm trying to see stats, man.
Yeah.
What's the name from Notre Dame? My man from Notre Dame. What's his name? Teo.
Yeah.
Like, his story was kind of crazy.
The girlfriend.
And it was just like a freak show after that. Like, people was just watching just to see. And then once it died down, it was like, okay, how did he play? And it wasn't really
he died down pretty much.
It died down quickly. So it's like, it don't really matter. All it falls around is if you play. Like, Ray Lewis may have had one of the best stories and maintained stardom because of his play. Because it was like, okay, he wasn't raised by his father. He went to the high school his father went to, seen he had all these records, and broke all his father's records.
Yeah, that's pretty lit.
You know what I'm saying?
But what you were saying, T, about sympathizing and stuff. I mean, who was it? J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
He was born out of dad. He's about to be. I mean, it does work, I guess, because a girl, she was saying the same thing, like, I like J.K. Dobbins now because he has a sad story. But I mean, it might be a female thing. I don't know, but I was like, man, what this man finna do? I want to see some stats.
Right, and you know how it ain't about to make who sympathize with us. They just gonna make it another reason to call us a thug or something, and then they try to flip it.
Yeah, that's true too.
And then somebody called that out, like, you know what it is, and another person was like, that's not true. Joe Burrow had a sad story. He grew up poor. Like, man, that man did not grow up poor. He grew up in a poor neighborhood. Yeah. That's not the same thing. But it's like that's the only reason I don't mess with football as much as basketball, because those type of politics. But I'm excited again about football living in Tampa Bay. I ain't never lived in a football city except Jacksonville, and that was pretty ass in 2013. And Toledo, we 45 minutes from the D, so I had the Lions my whole life.
Thanksgiving games was lit.
I'm sick of them. Like, if they put the Lions on Thanksgiving one more year, bro.
I would say not for Lions fans.
Yeah, he love that shit. Like, I hate.
Well, we forced. I love Barry Sanders. Like, I'll say that because I have like a genuine moment in Barry's career that always pop up, and I can always say I went to that game. The game where we played the Patriots.
And when he had that crazy run?
That crazy run against Ty Law. Like, I remember we was actually at that end zone. So he ran towards us, and I remember the guy in front of me standing up, and I couldn't see. But I'm looking at the trying and seeing the highlights and all that stuff, but also, like, hearing people say Bledsoe sucked.
That's what's up.
Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback. So, I mean, every time I see that highlight, me and my brother, I say, yeah, we went to that game, you know.
All right.
Yeah, Barry Sanders, he was holding it down, man, for Detroit, man. I was actually talking to my other brother-in-law, man, about holding it down. We was talking about AI. He held it down. He's a highly underrated player, man.
Yeah. That is.
You sent Allen Iverson to the bad boy Pistons. That's some rings.
Yeah. He just, man, I think that's just racism too, man. It's just like when black players just be having like that influence. Like, I'm a hood nigga. I'm not about to be Tim Duncan. I'm from the hood. All of a sudden the coaches be like, man, he not a team player. We can't have, it's like next thing you know, he on the bench and got to retire. That's what they did to Melo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Maybe they try to, my bad, go ahead.
Oh, I'm good. I was just going to say, I hate that shit.
Yeah, I said maybe they try to push that agenda, man. Like, you got to be a hood troublemaker to make it to the next level or something. Maybe I won't be surprised, especially nowadays, man.
That shit ain't cool.
It's always some type of agenda.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. But last thing I was gonna hit y'all with was the Drake CD, man. We gotta hit them with a little bit of music. That gotta bring in the 808s.
I didn't check it out yet, man. But I've been hearing a lot of bad reviews on it. So I'm kind of scared to check it out. But I'm gonna have to check it out.
Oh,
yeah, I'm hearing people say it sound like the same Drake. And to be honest, this is the first Drake project I've actually sat down to listen to completely. I have never listened to an entire Drake project.
Dang.
You know, so
what's wrong? Dang.
This is the first time I've listened to it.
People tell me I hate Drake, and you ain't never listened to it. Dang, why haven't you ever listened to a Drake project, bro?
Man, I have Spotify Premium, and I've never had the urge to just sit down and listen to an entire Drake project. The most I've heard was from like I can't even really name Drake albums like that.
Oh, like, bro, what's your favorite?
You know
Drake?
what I'm saying? I don't Take Care. I know.
So you got at least Take Care now.
You know what I mean? I know Scorpion. The one that I think everybody been saying was the best was More or Less, something like that.
More or Less, niggas.
What's that called? More or Less.
More Life.
No, not More Life.
Yeah.
No, it's not More Life. It's
You got Views from the Six. You got If You Reading This Too Late. You got Nothing Was the Same. Yeah, that's it, bruh. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mess with Drake. He made albums. Like, to me, an album is like if somebody say the name of the album, you know exactly where you were when you first bumped that boy. And Nothing Was the Same and Take Care. And If You Reading This Too Late, I can tell you where I was at. Like them. But the thing about If You Reading This Too Late, that's the CD he got caught ghostwriting on. But that shit slapped.
Yeah.
Like, that shit.
That 10 bands is hard.
Yeah, I fuck with that. So, to me, this CD was like, it's a mixtape. You can tell it's all his loosies. Like this song didn't make the cut here and this song, but they all bang. Like, this shit better than most other people tapes, and this is mixtape, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. You gotta put Drake in a Serato, bro, when it's fall time and you with your lady. It's nighttime. You gotta listen to Drake then. Yeah. That's the only reason I fuck with Drake is because people put him as a rapper. And I think as a rapper, he gets some shit off that a lot of niggas say that's kind of cheesy, but like his production and flow, he get that shit off, but it's really basic. So I kind of just be hating just to balance out the fandom. But that shit hard. You might need to listen to it.
Yeah, Drake.
I'm gonna listen to it.
Drake, nice. I mess with Drake, man. I ain't never been a Drake hater, man. I just gave him his props, bro.
Yeah, he kind of just a cheat code. He just a cheat code.
Yeah, cause he a very talented individual, man. So
somebody said, get this man an Oscar. He been acting like an actor, acting like a rapper for 20 years, and like that kind of feel like what he doing. Like he just got that shit down pat, and you can tell he listen to the formulas or whatnot. But it's worth a listen though. It is good. It's not. I would put it. It's better than like Views. That shit cool. It got a couple cuts on there, but you can tell it's a Lucy's mixtape though.
Is there any song on there that stuck out to you?
Yup, just one. I gotta pull up the track list again. It was. Hold on.
Yeah, because you know you got. I don't know y'all do when I listen to a new song, I just let it play through. And I try to catch the ones.
Yeah, I let it play through, but a lot of them sound the same to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the one that stood out, the one that I heard already, which was a single, but I would have to listen to it a little more.
Yeah, if you really go for track, and like, my favorite song was Losses, and it's number 11 out of the 14 songs, so it was deep into it until I start really, like, vibing. And it was only on one listen. But the most famous song gonna be that song. It's called Pain, 1993, because it got Playboy Cardi on it. And like Playboy Cardi, like the new Uzi, I guess, like the young motherfuckers love him. Like my son, he hate Drake. I don't know why, but he loved Playboy Cardi, so he even played that. But Losses is my track. I think Losses, and then he got that song Desires with Future. We heard that song with Tootsie Side, and there's one more other song we heard before. Because this is all that shit that been getting leaked for like the last 2 months, so we kind of heard half of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I fucks with it as a hater. A known Drake hater says I fucks with it. I give it 2 thumbs.
You say you give it 2? You give it 3 stars?
Yeah, I give it 3, like 3.5. Yeah.
3.5.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites. More, cause this time I like when he separated. Like, give me some rap and some singing. He back on. This seemed like Take Care Drake. That's the close it is. Like, this is like when he had his basic form. It's like on some Dragon Ball Z shit. This is base form. But but that Tootsie Slide though, he just the cheat code. That shit gonna sell more than anybody's shit. So it's like kind of perspective.
Yeah, he hit him off with singles like, I would say he's like a combination of a few rappers. You know how Eminem used to hit him off with like the one type of single, but then the album didn't sound like that. So his singles like mostly hit different than the entire project.
Yep.
Yeah, that gravitates towards it though.
Mm-hmm. Like that highlight bling, and then he just hit us with the Tootsie Slide. But then when you listen to the album, it's that underwater noise shit. So that shit like way hard, but I'll be too geeked. Like I wake up like I'm ready to go. I gotta listen to it at night before I give it a real good opinion. Cause like he like you gotta be in a good vibe for me to fuck with Drake. I woke up.
Yeah. Yeah, look, you listen to it at night. You already laid up with your old lady.
Yeah.
Might as well play some Drake.
Yeah, it hit way different when you with a lady, or if you're going through some lady shit. But like, I'd be cool, so I'd be like, it's hard to get into it. But yeah.
Since we're on Drake, we've been hearing the verses and everything, but then everybody keep on bringing up Drake versus Jay-Z.
Oh man,
I think if the whole world listening, like if your lady, like how it is on IG, everybody tuned in, white people, your ladies, us, the hood niggas, Drake might get him. But if it's just this is a nigga event, like ladies keep your ass at home, Jay-Z gonna wash him. Like no white people allowed. Yeah, it's like
not a wash. It's not a wash. Because Jay got some. All right, now let's say the rules. If they set up rules, if they say it's no singles, Jay can get them.
Oh, B-side only. That's what I want.
Yeah, they say B-sides only. Jay get them. Mm-hmm. If they say, all right, no features, I still think Jay get them because a lot of Drake's big hits were features.
Yeah,
him featured on other people's tracks, making it hard. You know what I'm saying? But if you say everything, I think Drake got way more features that's, you know what I'm saying, penetrating than Drake. Than Jay.
Yeah,
but Jay
right.
got some. You know what I'm saying? Jay got the Seen It All with Jeezy. He got the Freemason with Rick Ross. Like he got singles that he's featured on that's hard. Swagger Like Us.
Oh yeah.
So he can pick and choose different records. It just depends on one, how they're played, in what order, and what's the rules. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go 30 songs, I think Drake gonna have 30 songs of his own that's gonna beat Jay-Z songs of his own.
What do you think, bro?
But Drake hitters is some hitters though.
He got some hitters. It's not a wash either way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's gonna be a combination.
I think you gotta be a hip hop head. You know what I'm saying, for Jay-Z to get that edge though.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Because A lot of people don't follow lyrics like that, anyways, man. They follow the beat or the.
But then you got to look at the battle like Teddy Riley and Babyface, who was in the room. There's a lot of industry people in the room.
I couldn't watch that shit, bro. I ain't that old, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I turned that shit off. Teddy Riley run to me when I went and played the playlist the next day. I'm like, okay. I'll stop it. I'll be like, babe, who made this one? I'll look at the credits. Then I figured it out. Every other one is Teddy. Man, Teddy Riley smoking him, but everybody said Babyface won. I'm like, man, you can tell I'm too young.
And the sad thing about Teddy Riley is he got a lot of records that he didn't end up getting credit for because he had a mentor, Gene Griffin, who got credit for a lot of his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got credit for, if you look up My Prerogative right now.
Oh, I get it. I know what you do. Yeah, niggas be leasing out their beats. Like, once you become a production, like, I make beats, but I ain't making them no more. It's really my team making the beats, but I can still get credit. But, like, for the Drake thing, it's like, what we looking for? Like, whoever make you dance the most or the shit that make your soul, like, ooh, I felt that shit. Like, and most of the world want to dance.
A better song, you don't know what the criteria of it being a better song.
And nowadays it seems like it's that pop shit. Like, oh shit, I danced. Like it make you feel good.
Whatever's gonna get your shoulders moving. Okay, yeah,
that's why.
Like you said, typically it be the beat. It be the beat that usually catch you, man. But some stuff you just listen to the lyrics, but I don't know what the hell this man talking about.
Right. Yeah.
Like you said, it's all about that pop stuff. And like you said, it depends whoever in the room too. Because I mean, for example, people, everybody, if we're going back to basketball, everybody say LeBron this, LeBron that. But everybody that play against Kobe is like, yo, y'all forgetting about Kobe. Kobe was a killer, man. It ain't no debate.
So you talking about people like Steven Jackson and fucking like niggas who really played. Yeah. Like, hell nah, Kobe was the man. You know what I'm saying? He's not near LeBron. And they're so, like, adamant about it, and they, like, nah, you're not going to put Kobe behind LeBron. Like, they really, like, try to enforce it. Like, they'll go in the alley and buck up. Be like, no, it's Kobe.
That's kind of what killed me, because I'm like, well, you can't really dispute these niggas, because they played against both these guys. So,
Jackson said he was scared of Kobe. He was like, I would have never admitted this shit when he was alive, but I was scared of him.
That shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know he said
this
that.
This same man who went in the crowd in Detroit and started swinging on niggas.
Hell no.
He's scared of Kobe on the court.
Oh, yeah. Steven Jackson did say that shit. Yeah. That's some real shit, man. And and that's what's ironic, though. Today is the day his daughter would have been 14 today. I think that's today on her birthday. So it's like a good moment to say rest in peace to him.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. I still get a tear, man, every time I see a Kobe picture, bro.
Yeah, the daughter.
And you know it's gonna hit different episode 5 because he on episode 5.
And we
last dance. So they already showed clips and people like you might as well get your tissue now because
they talking about doing a documentary of Kobe too.
Oh man, because they said he let him film the whole last season too. Yeah, so that's gonna be nice, and that's like a dope ass segue, man. We just killed it. We all 3 of us girl dads too, so it's like that was nice, man. We gotta do it. It's like I'm gonna make the cover of this shit them. But this was a nice pod, y'all, man. I appreciate it. We gotta do this every Friday. I ain't doing this shit no more. Appreciate everybody who listen, man. Follow Raw House, 1K, DS News. Yes, sir.
Hey, appreciate the invite, my brother.
Yes, sir. Anytime,
appreciate it, man.
All right, bros, man. I'm gonna get up with y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
What's up?